We are back live. Special guest coming in pretty soon, but just a couple things I wanted to talk about quick before I bring these guys in. Um, clearly, you know, Kirk started a little movement, fucking me over. Be quite honest, I mean, he fucking nailed me. Told people that I got him sick in studio, and that's the reason why he banged out of his shift, which is insane, insane. Like you had the sniffles, Kirk. You probably should have just fucking went to work. But anyway, besides the point, people need time off of work. I understand. It's fine. Hold on one second. Let me get rid of these comments because they're already annoying me. There we go. But the bottom line is today was a revelation for me. It actually was. Kirk today, I'm actually kind of feeling under the weather. I'm a little sick right now. It's fucked up. I don't want to admit that. It is true. I'm starting to get a little stuffy. Anyway, he said he started feeling sick right after the show ended. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not a fucking doctor. But if you do the timeline, it's not looking like it's me. If you're sick right after the show, how would it come from me? Now, I will say, there was a guy on the other night who was sick. Yeah, he was on Cinema Lord's show. We'll call him Baby Mick. He didn't look great. He didn't look great in that show. He admitted he was sick. And if you kind of look at the time, he was on a Monday, Monday by 11. And then, Kirk was sick by Friday. It started to look like more like Mick is the one that got him sick because Mick did sit in that second seat. And I think he may have spread it to Kirk. But, Kirk kind of turned his back to it and just said, Mick's, wonderful and he's amazing and he's the best ever. And I wouldn't blame him. But holy fuck, I got blocked by a lot of people. I just don't understand it. I was kind of shocked by it, but disappointing move by Kirk, blocking me. I guess if I go in again, I have to be in a bubble, whatever. But I'll stand by what I said in the first place. I went in a month ago before this, a month coughing, same stuff, same situation. I have asthma. I'm sorry to tell you, it's part of the deal. I came back a month later. It was the same stuff. Pine Mike brought it up today. No different. The bigger story really is that Kirk, he's come in with COVID. He's worked. He has another show that I looked up, the flu game. He worked. For some reason, he didn't want to go to work. For whatever reason it is, I don't know. But he's the one that banged out. I mean, he had the fucking sniffles. You couldn't do a show? To me, that's crazy. That's the bigger story. That is the bigger story. But so we're here for tonight. We'll talk a little more later, but we're going to bring on a panel. I got a surprise guest, but we got McFussdaddy coming in. Yeah, to the stage.
Kane, what's going on, my man? What's going on? Good to see you.
Always coming with the bits.
6 feet.
And another guy who tried to run me off the fucking network early. And Tim Ridgolds. First appearance on Kane's Corner. Welcome, boys.
Thank you, Kane.
Thank you. So we're here. McFussdaddy's here. To be quite honest, he may have ghosted me, maybe not. I don't know. He got me, to be transparent. He wanted to start a show with 3 Up, 3 Down. He asked me to do it. We started doing it. And then I guess we'll find out tonight what happened. He kind of just left the world. Summer's saying, sneakers ran you off. Summer's saying maybe a drug problem.
To him first. I had an electrician at my house the other day, and I had some time to kill. I was scrolling through some photos, saw Fuss, felt evil. I had actually just listened to your podcast where you were, please, McFussdaddy, if you come back, give me the exclusive. Like, my feelings will actually be hurt if you don't give me the exclusive.
Did you believe that?
So
I had to get him in here. It's like it's sewer room.
I gave into the evil, and I just sent a tweet. And then a couple hours later, after doing some work and not paying attention, I realized I should probably talk to Fuss about all this and see how he felt. But yeah, I do apologize for you being here, McFussdaddy. This is horrible. And
I can't lie. Being backstage for that
feel bad.
was tough.
I feel horrible.
Yeah.
So anyway, McFussdaddy, you're back. Are you back for good? Are you back in the world? Are you planning on going on more shows?
No, I happened to hear your call to action on your last show, so I was like, I probably owe it to him. You know, I did kind of just dip out on you, so I was like, I'll be nice and give it to Kane since he's begging for it. But,
Wow. Well, I heard Beanbag Ron said he might have had you on a game show or something going on, or so I figured before Ron jumped in and stole my thunder, I'd beat him to the punch. So what happened? What do you want to talk about it at all? Is there anything? Is it a big mystery? Is it?
No, there's no mystery. Just kind of had a classic case of burnout mixed with I was moving, had some family stuff going on, and then I did get into it with Sneakers in a chat, and he came back after me, and I was like, you know what? I've got enough going on. I don't have to deal with this stuff. So I just turned the Twitter notifications off and said, I've got to move. So it took me. Moving was tough because they don't
move. It's like 6 months.
Well, they don't tell you how long it takes to get your place together, and then I had an HOA that was hell, so I had to fight with them to get some stuff fixed up, and then finally sold the place and moved and bought a new place. So we're doing good now, though.
Nice. Did you buy a house or?
Bought a house.
Nice.
in the new digs.
Beautiful. Looks a lot different than the old setting. So it looked a little different.
He was a little dark, and some not dingy, but dark. But it was comfortable. That couch was fantastic. I mean, a nice place, a nice, comfortable place.
It was a dark, dingy little townhouse in Atlanta.
Dude,
it was
seasonal depression fucking festival over there.
Oh yeah.
So are you looking to jump back in? Are you kind of just going to keep your distance, just kind of like you're doing now, or?
No, I mean, I don't have any show ideas or anything. If Ron wanted to do a game show, I had a lot of fun doing the Jeopardy. So I mean, I would do something like that, but no, not actively looking. I just listen to the show, enjoy the episodes, and keep on going.
Have you
I like
been?
I like to see what's going on with you on Twitter these days. I mean,
me?
Yeah, it's every day. It's every day.
What do you want me to do? When Steve from Gloss is going to come at me when I'm down, I have to respond, don't I? That loser. Yeah. He's like, he's basically he came at me and then he'll do the thing where he comes at you, then he sends the DMs to you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, Steve, like I don't have time for your stupid games. And then today that other guy, I don't know, he made that stupid rap song. How fucking bad was that song? Was that diss track? That was horrific.
That was tough.
I mean, Tim's a creator, so you would know, Tim. How horrific was it on a scale of 1 to
as
1?
A Bradley Stein fan,
are you a Bradley Stein fan?
I'm a Steiniac. I think there's a story yet to be told with young Bradley.
All right.
So,
what's his background exactly? Do you know exactly what it is? I didn't look.
I've never consumed 1 single second of his content.
Okay, I thought he was serious. I should know better.
He just Newsmax, and he just said Newsmax.
Is that what it was? Newsmax?
Yes, of course, Newsmax. And I believe he was trying to sell ads for Montante and Clemmer, or just Clemmer back in the day somehow. I don't know. But yeah. He's
awful. Just waving his arms. And again, like this is on Dave too. Like there's other people that should be going into the studio or whatever. This guy does this. There's other people that have to like sing for their supper, and then there's dummies like him that just like, oh, we'll bring him in. It's like, why? He doesn't watch the show.
With you, where even like Bradley Stein, who's a complete fucking lunatic, is like, you're crazy. And then like there's like 1,000 other people who are fans of a crazy guy that are like, you're crazy. And then the crazy guy himself blocks you. Like at some point, just totally objectively, 30,000 people, do you have to look inward and be like, oh shit, not only are like people sometimes close to you, like the lady you were trying to extort and blackmail on a national.
Hold on a second. Yeah,
do you have to look inward and be like, well, maybe it's me. The people around me think I'm crazy, and then like this little like group that's closer thinks I'm crazy, and then like thousands of people like nationally, like strangers, are like, this guy might be a problem.
Kane, did you indict yourself, or like did you admit to knowing about patients getting like abused? Because I'm pretty sure you could probably get in trouble for that too. I don't think you can just drown.
Well, look, I reached out to her. I told her the best thing to do is to go on the show and talk about it, right? That's the best thing for everybody, isn't it? It really is.
You have to admit the crimes. Yeah, definitely.
I didn't blackmail her. I just told her that if she doesn't come on the fucking show, I'm going to tell people about what she did. Is that blackmail?
But
what the fuck?
Are you complicit in a crime if you see something and don't say something?
Well, probably.
Well, I didn't think of that until right this second.
Yeah, but
you came up with that.
I know her well, and I don't think she would I don't think she would press charges, so I'm going to put the heat on her. But she hasn't responded. I was going to give an update. I think she's done. I think she's going to leave me alone.
Wouldn't press charges. It'd be the people that she abused and you knowing it and not doing something.
Well, yeah,
they would be the ones suing you, not.
Sure. Like what I'm saying is, I don't know. The abuse part isn't. I don't know if I want to use that word, the technical abuse terminology. Just some shady stuff. A little shady, a little sketchy.
Conduct detrimental to the
going
team.
back to the thing about like when everyone around you in every single like loop of the.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Tim. When that all happened, I was actually, it actually kind of made me horny. You know what I mean? I was excited about it. That says a lot about me. I don't mind it. I don't know what it is. I enjoy people hating me. It's fucked up. I probably do need to look into it, don't I? Yeah, it's not.
This wasn't a children's home, was it? Like, it definitely wasn't a children's home.
No children. No children. Okay. Well, I mean, they act like children, but no, they weren't children. It was. Listen, it's up to her. It's in her. The ball's in her court. So
I'm not judging. It just seemed like it really came to a head this week, where it was like, this is it. Like,
but I enjoyed it. So I really did. I enjoyed the whole process. I think it's bullshit that he fucking blocked me. I mean, it's so stupid. Clearly, I didn't get him sick. He said he was sick when he went home the day after the show. The day of the show. I'm not a doctor, but do you get sick in 5 hours?
I don't think so. Physiologically, by being exposed to him, he made you sick, and now you are showing symptoms. So
I am sweating right now. It's not good.
Bill to get back pay for any time you miss.
Like
send that bill to fucking Barstool, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you enjoy Justin's bit today? I thought that was something else, man.
That was hilarious. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm actually going in there. I thought they said on the show. I didn't think he would actually go. I thought it was just kind of a joke. Yeah, that was so funny. I'll do it.
I thought it was kind of risky to tape too. I mean, what if they? I would think like in a place like that, they must have some muscle. No, somebody there.
It was captivating. However, the people that own places like that, they are very comfortable with overtly doing criminal shit. And people that are generally overtly just like, hey, this is a rub and tug across from a pizza parlor in a downtown place. Generally, they're pretty hardcore people. And I don't think I would have taken fucking 10K to do exactly what that young man did today.
I agree. It's crazy.
Because usually the people that own those places are very comfortable doing criminal shit.
That was Justin just stepping up. Great job today. And that was I know he took a little criticism from the prudes, but
that was so captivating. I was driving in a snowstorm, just like, oh my fucking god, bro! That's a crazy move.
It was nuts.
That's a crazy move, dude. Yeah, that's a crazy move. I would imagine someone profits like a fair amount of money off that establishment. And
I would say so.
You think it was just in his pocket, or do you think he set it up?
That establishment right now, like, that's a crazy move, dude. I love Justin.
Yeah,
it is funny that I mean, how many denials do you think that must never happen? Like the only reason you would go there was for that. So she must have been like, what the fuck?
Can you imagine doing that? My heart was,
I couldn't.
It's like,
not like that.
There's some fucking nutcase that owns this joint that makes bank off this shit, and you are fucking with this shit.
You're filming it. You're recording.
Fucking with this shit.
You're recording it. I mean, honestly, if somebody listens to that podcast and figures it out, I mean, you could be in trouble. I mean, it's fucking nuts. I thought that was
one of the
crazy.
most electric things in the history of that show, and it's understated probably already, but that should have been like all over the place that he did that. That was fantastic.
It was awesome.
I wish there was some kind of video.
Now, today was interesting too, and I was going to talk about this later when I'm back alone, but Ted really had to like force himself not to laugh today. I don't know if you noticed that, but I think when he went outside, he just like fucking burped, like when you're trying to hold a burp or burp in front of your girlfriend or something. He just went outside and started fucking laughing. I think he's taking that to heart. You know what I mean? It's like, Ted, you got to double, triple, quadruple down, man. When people come at you, say don't like making fun of you, laugh. Fucking laugh more, man. Laugh more, Ted. I was disappointed that he didn't want to get the laughing going. Ted's the best guy in the world.
It's unbelievable that they're going
after. They fucking assholes.
But hey, about gambling, Kane, let me ask you first, though.
There we go.
The MA gambling girl, man, you can't be sending messages like that to somebody you don't even know if it's a real person. We don't even know if it's a real person.
Well, I will say this. Now, Tim knows her, right? There's a lot of questions out there. She's a real person, but that Minifan only thing guy, Alex.
That's a completely different entity, though, isn't it? Like
No. It's not different.
Wait, you just said I know her. How the fuck would I know her?
Yeah, Tim knows her.
Do you know?
He knows her. Yeah, that's what she told me.
Have you ever met a guy named Fez?
No.
Okay.
I know the name, but I never met him.
All I'm saying. How the fuck? Wait. You said I know her. How do I know her?
That's what I heard through the grapevine. You guys had a little thing on the backside, or no? No, I didn't hear that. But I saw that you were followed by her, so that's what I mean. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know her. I know you were followed by her.
I used to gamble.
Okay. So that Minifan only fan guy, Alex, and I'm on a couple times, he said she sent him pictures of her. Now, obviously, that could be anybody, I guess. I have no idea. I don't know. You're not going to believe this, McFussdaddy? I have no recollection sending that. None at all. So, but I will say that.
Wasn't she feeding you some information from?
She did feed me some information. She told me who the Minifan Greater was.
Yeah, I have a theory that maybe she led you on a little bit and then exposed you. But also, you can't send those messages. That's
no, you're right. I've gotten caught like my pants down a few times by Fuss. It's nothing new, but it's I want to blame the Captain Morgan on this one. I should have sent it.
Too many Captain and Canes.
Things like that, offering to make dinner with a person like that online. Do you send like full on dong shots? Like,
no, I don't think so. I hope not.
Have you? Has the captain sent dong shots?
I don't think I ever have. I hope not. It's not a glorious picture. I don't think anybody will be enjoying that fucking shot.
They're up there. They're up there.
It was. She's a little cunt, or whoever it is an asshole. Like we had some great conversation, and I only thought she was a woman. I'm going to say why. It's because in the beginning, like I think like last Christmas, not this Christmas that just passed, the one before, it was a Christmas Eve night. I did something. I sent some text out about something that Lisa had sent me, and she kind of was like intrigued about it, like in a way, in like a womanly kind of way, like how's your like asking about the relationship and how's she doing, and I was like, so I just figured she was a woman. I mean, that could be completely wrong. I mean, it is what it is, but I think what she thought was going to happen was like it was going to like embarrass me. But she was sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken.
Completely dead. Like it's dead skin. You don't feel like when you touch like the hot grease, like you don't feel anything anymore. You're so devoid of like feeling.
I just think about these people and just like they're just entities.
Or any sort of like reflection or recollection. You're flying through space, just fucking.
Kane keeps the people talking. The people are talking.
Yeah, I mean everybody hates me. No, there's no doubt about it. The most hated Minifan is me for sure, and I get it. So, but at the end of the day, like I tell them, it's about. I enjoy doing it. Fine, who gives a fuck? And then I enjoy going on the show, and I put some decent performances together. So they can all go suck my dick. I don't. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, if people are sensitive, I'm just not. I just nothing bothers me unless like I get blocked by Kirk. That bothers me.
Or if you have to pay taxes on, or if you don't have to pay taxes on tips.
Just a dumb take.
There's people that are longtime fans that have dedicated their entire Twitter to hating you. Like Stacy from Madawaska's phone has been at everything forever.
My sycophant, that guy.
With such burning passion that basically everything he tweets.
You know who's the number one hater besides him? You're not going to believe this, and you should know who this is. Madawaska Rob. Holy fuck, does that guy hate me? What happened to him, Wriggles? What's his fucking problem?
The thing to ask yourself is, he's one of everyone that hates you.
Nah, he's a different level.
One of everyone that hates you. So, like, but he hates you more than others hate you.
It's just like getting out on the playground, Kane.
What happened to him? Rob's happy.
I don't know.
He has a great job, great life, great wife, great kids. He fucking dominates.
He's a miserable, bitter fuck, though. He's miserable. A bitter guy.
Maybe he just hates you like everyone else.
It's not just me. It's not just me. It's other people too. He's just a bitter guy. I mean, I've seen, maybe seen a few DMs to other people, and he's just a bitter motherfucker. I don't know what his problem is, but I don't know if he thought he was going to be a star on the show. It didn't happen. I know he had that adult bouncy house that he was bitching about long ago. You guys had a pretty good show. I didn't see many of them. I know we got a lot of. It was a very different, unique show, right? You guys did
Rob did a lot of work. We tried to go away from the traditional Zoom meeting feel, where it was a lot of pre-produced things that we brought in during a live thing. It was different, and Rob did a lot of really, good hard work.
Yeah.
Once
y'all
again,
y'all did the pre-show for Portland, right?
That's right. He did. That's right.
yeah. We did a red carpet about 500 feet from the entrance of the venue, which traditionally with a red carpet setup is not conducive to having people come over to the red carpet. Usually you have them have to walk by you to get to a place rather than have to walk to you to do an interview. So that was kind of a lackluster performance by the team. But I feel like that's unfair for Rob. Maybe he's just part of a group of people that has acknowledged that you might be crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, people are crazy. It's no reason to fucking want to fucking kill them. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a line, I mean, there's people I don't like, but I don't think people understand the internet. That's what I've come to believe, is that everybody takes everything a little too personal. It's just a comedy podcast, right, Fuss? It's just fucking around,
Comedy podcast, Kane. Yeah, you nailed it.
So, the transition, Fuss, you don't know if you're gonna do any shows. Are you gonna be back active on Twitter completely, or are you kind of I know I've asked you this, but is it can I bring you on a different show sometime, or is it that's it?
Yeah, I'm happy to go on. No, I'm happy to go on. Since I moved, I've got a busier lifestyle now. I'm a 3-sport athlete, playing golf, pickleball, and tennis pretty regularly. I've been beating a bunch of 40 and 50-year-olds at the country club, so I got to stay on that. But now I know I'm down to go on there. Probably just won't do much. Let me get some blanket apologies out there too for some people that I didn't respond
good. There you go.
for a while. Tim won. Joe, the Axe, sorry I didn't call you back. Nips, I feel the worst about because he's just the best guy. I didn't.
Nipples?
Yeah.
Nipples is great.
Nipples is great. Freddie Lynn. I think Freddie even messaged me.
You don't have to apologize to Freddie Lynn.
Yeah, I got you. He's kind of scares the shit out of me, dude.
Watch out, man.
And then Kane owed you one. Minners owed you one, and then Sneaks I owed you one too. So those are all my blanket apologies.
Plus, I called you on a fucking random weekday and said, my sound guy just bailed. I'm shooting a documentary. I don't have any money. And you learn how to run sound with my wife in fucking an hour. And you did. And you went to hell. You went to mom's trailer. You
that house. Yeah.
You did that. So you owe me obviously no apology, dude. Come on. Come on.
No, we're good. We're good.
Tim, why don't you go on the show anymore? What happened? Why don't you go on the show anymore?
I'm not good on the show.
Yes, you're fine on the show. What are you talking about?
You
see the people that have gone on there?
No, when I used to go on, Dave knew that I work in Boston once every week and a half, 2 weeks. And it was always, if you need someone, if someone bails, I can probably make a day of it, take care of my customers, do the show and whatever. But I'm not good on the show, dude. I'm not fucking good. And I've never been good on the show. I don't mind going in. It's not uncomfortable or get worked up or anything. It's just not really good. So if you can find people that can fill in better and make a good show better, that's really good.
Tim, let's just go ride around in the back of Justin's car for a little while.
I'd rather fucking eat my own foot.
There's some factor back there for you.
I bet it still smells like piss in that back seat. I'd fucking choke that bitch.
It's a fucking dirty car, man. When I walked by the other day, I was like, "Holy shit!"
Definitely dirty. I bet that gets hot in the summer.
What's going on with your project, Tim? I've been kind of wondering what was going on with that. You guys still filming stuff, or what are you guys doing?
We're shooting in a week and a half. Going to Atlanta, shooting there. He's got a fight in Knoxville, the 22nd. We've hired an editor, good guy. Turn it over to him.
Nice.
The good people. We've gotten very fortunate in this last part to have a lot of help with the equipment. So we basically, if you're going to shoot a fight, if you're going to make a boxing movie and you're going to shoot the fight, you need to shoot it the way it's supposed to be shot. We're going to shoot the main event the way it's supposed to be shot, and I'm happy with that.
If you had to do it over again, is there like things that you do completely different, or do you? I mean, I know it's your first time doing something like this, I assume, but maybe not.
Yeah, my buddies, we went to school for media studies and production. I dropped out because I was a criminal and a fuckhead. They continued, so they live in Los Angeles. There was a writer's strike. They weren't working. Equipment was cheap to rent. I was very fortunate working with Gala at Barstool to get some releases for some footage for Rough and Rowdy for Shizette. And it's just kind of been serendipity. There's a lot of good people that have helped me with music and things, gig, the warden, like good people. So I've been very fortunate and very, very happy to tell Shane's story because it's an important story. I really do believe that every person involved with this, because they're working for 1/10 of what they should make. All these people live in Los Angeles, and it's like, why do you live there? Like, why would you deal with $6 gallons of gas? And
that's crazy.
Because when they work, they make thousands of dollars a day, like a lot of money. Every person involved with this is willing to take 1/10 of what they normally make to help tell Shane's story. And I'm very happy with where we are. I'm relatively, like, I'm proud of it, which is a weird thing to say, but I'm very happy. And Fuss was a huge part of that. He fucking stepped up in a bad spot. He learned how to run audio in like an hour. Fucking start it, stop it, like fucking click this shit. Thank you.
That was a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll never forget that one kid was like a Rocket League super champion. That's my biggest takeaway.
He's so fucking proud of that. I don't go to school. I definitely like cook meth. Like I fucking do all the pills and drugs, but I am so fucking good at rock.
Well, we've seen you on the screens, Tim. We've seen you fall off the screens. We know. Hey, so how long till we're gonna see a final product? Do you think? Do you got a rough estimate, or
we're gonna shoot the 22nd? That's when we're gonna wrap. Unless someone dies in the immediate story, we're never gonna shoot again. Turn it over to the editor, probably 10 to 12 days later, and hope for a rough cut within 4 to 5 weeks, which is basically we still need to get it colored and the sound mastered and work on some song licensing and shit. But like within 4 to 5 weeks after fucking we set the tone, we should have something that we can watch, which after a year and a quarter, I meant to shoot this that summer, come back and fucking shoot in December at Rough and Rowdy, be done in 3 months. And it's been a year and 3 months. It's truly been a year of the rat. And his life, it doesn't get any easier, dude. Rats, they're hard to kill, but they got a tough life. So no, I'm very, very, like, I'm just happy to have been able to do this. For sure.
So when you release it, where's it going to go? Is it something that's like on YouTube kind of thing, or something different?
No, you pay to enter to film festivals.
Okay.
And God willing, you get into some of them or any of them, and then Traditionally, in this space, if you had a documentary, it'd have to be a life-changing documentary. You'd have to go to Warner Brothers or MGM and get someone to spend millions of dollars on something that's going to leave money in the theater, because no one spends money on tickets in the theater to see a documentary. That doesn't exist. You lose money, but it buys goodwill. It can buy you awards. However, now there's 100 streaming services, and all they want is documentaries.
Yeah.
And there was a writer's strike, so there's still like a little bit of a backlash, a backlog of like, there's not as much content as they'd like in the pipeline.
Is there anything in the documentary that's gonna like just blow us away? Like shocking developments where you say
that one house was pretty crazy.
That was pretty fucked up. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
She lives in Tennessee, in the country, with no doors and no windows on a trailer.
Crazy, man.
She experiences life in a way that I can't imagine human beings experiencing it. It's truly sad. I've sat with her 7 times now in Tennessee. I've met the real Shanna 1 time. There's a human being in there, which is the hardest part to know. And it's when you have guys from Los Angeles that see it every single day, it's all around them in Los Angeles. And one guy comes out ralphing and one guy comes out with tears in his eyes, and McFussdaddy's just scurrying out behind them.
Crazy.
That's fucking wild.
It is.
I don't know. I didn't know what bed bugs looked like. I didn't know what, like, it's so fucking gnarly, and it's so sad that there's a human being in there. That's the part that, I mean, we're never going to stop until it's done. That's it. Like, that person's going to die unless she gets help, and we're never going to stop. So
awesome. Well, that sounds like an interesting project. Are you looking to do anything after this, do you think, or?
Never again in my entire fucking life.
That's it. All done. Okay.
It was an experiment, and I'm very, very happy, and I'm very proud. And I do think
it's a tough project. It's very impressive. Like, to get that all put together. It's tough.
Thank you.
Couldn't even imagine how you even do it. No, it's nuts.
Don't.
Anything else you want to add, McFussdaddy? You've really given us not much. Very vague and just kind of, beating around the bush.
What do you want from me, Kane? What do you want?
Nah, you've been fine. You've been fine.
No, I think the only thing that really happened in what has happened here was the MA bet girl, but I kind of explained that one off because that was just crazy as hell. You can't get catfished in the year 2025.
Wow, yeah. I mean, if you're sober, that's true. You're drunk, who knows? I'm gonna blame that. It's probably. I mean, I don't remember it, so that's usually a telltale sign that you probably had too much to drink that night.
Plus, can you be more specific, like at all, with the break? Like, so you got into it with sneakers, and as a guy that's gotten into it with sneakers, so that happened. And so what, he was just shitting on like your performance online, and
me and Kane, we were supposed to do a show that week, and I think I gave you the worst excuse of all time, which is when I should have like realized in my head, hey, you're done with this. I think I told you like my battery died at the Publix parking lot, and so I was done with the show at that point. Like I was like, I'd moved on. I was like doing stuff.
Nobody bought that excuse. Don't worry.
But then, no, I'm sure. And then just like I had a long day, and Sneaks was just blowing one chat up, and so I just went back with him, and then I just was blowing steam off, so it just went too far, and then Sneaks came back over the top with his sneak stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'm already done with this show, I'm done with this, I'm
basically just want to take a little break. I mean, everybody does it, I guess,
yeah, but it wasn't handled with grace, that's for sure.
You were okay in general. You weren't like
I thought he went to rehab, to be honest. That's what I was thinking.
No, I don't even really drink. I don't know the last time I drank, but no, I had some family stuff going on. A couple family members weren't doing well. One got better, one didn't. But the one she was pretty old, so that was acceptable. And then just was moving, just had a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, well, Sneaks will take credit for this. He'll definitely take the win.
Well, he can take his
back.
Credit.
So.
Hey, I'll come back and win the next Fonz golf tournament too. That's still, I think, unless they did another Fonz, I'm still the champion. They did football. Damn, I'm still the golf champion.
Excellent.
That's right.
All right, boys. I'm gonna finish up, but thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. McFussdaddy, we'll see you soon. Tim, good luck.
Don't be afraid to look inwards, friend.
I'm not afraid, but I don't know.
There's a lot of people that think you're the worst, like the worst.
Well, You know, I mean, am I really worse than Andy Mayo? Can I be that? Can I be that bad? I don't know.
Potentially, yes. Some people are saying.
I mean, that will look. I'll look a little inward. I'll do a few. I'll do it for a week.
Have a couple Captain and Canes. Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Maybe a margarita too. Let's see what happens.
There you go.
All right, boys. All right. Not feeling great. A little sweaty. Not good. Not good. Thank you guys for coming on. McFussdaddy. Seemed like a pretty simple situation. Nothing crazy. So anyway, I got a few more topics to go over. Let's see what I got here. Okay, get on my phone right now. So I got fucking that dummy Jake. He wants me to send him the link to come on. It's definitely not happening. Don't worry. Fuck him, you fucking loser. You fucking ruining the show. You're ruining John's show. And it's John's fault. John's fault. But you're so fucking bad. It sucks. It's unwatchable. That used to be a fun show. And now it's the worst of all time. All time. It's terrible. And I'm not going to bring you on, Jake. I already brought you on here. You know, I've done what I had to do with you, and that's pretty much it. So I'll get a couple things with the network stuff. Cinema's new show came out yesterday. I think it needs a little work. It's tough. It's a tough thing. You're looking back on a month. A lot, they're talking about things from a month ago. It just seems it almost can be like out of date. I don't know if it was like the panel. I don't have to see Coleman ever again. I mean, I think maybe that's what it is. Can't even open his eyes. Embarrassing the fucking stream by not even be able to see straight. And it just was. I believe in Cinema. He's a good host. He did a great job hosting. I think as it goes on, it's going to get much better. I thought the first one was a little underwhelming. I didn't, not like it. I thought I enjoyed the show. I was expecting something maybe a little different. I don't know. I know he'll figure it out. So that was yesterday. Obviously, Freddie Lynn's show was on. Freddie just talks about me constantly. Can't get me off his mind. It's crazy. Had some interesting stuff going on there. It was a good show. Freddie had a good show yesterday. I can't understand why though. Like, why you would play that shitty fucking diss track on your show? It was fucking awful. It makes no sense to put that on your show. It was fucking terrible. I don't even understand. He's like, I want to play it. The diss track, Bradley Stein, who, honest to God, I don't get the appeal of this guy. It's an arm-waving piece of shit. Who's, you got other people like Brando, who fucking Cullinane's making fucking beg for his supper to go on the show. He's putting shows out. He's working hard. And you got this other fucking arm-waving piece of shit who wants to come on with doing nothing, doesn't watch a show. I don't even get it. It's like he's terrible. I didn't get it, but so Freddie, that was a bad move playing that diss track. I didn't get that. Rest of the show was good. PRC Chops, crazy. Even the people that are normal in this world, like very normal, are still fucking crazy. I thought it was unbelievably odd that I get in trouble when I talk about this guy, but that's okay. Well, anyway, Robbie V, who everybody loves, and I understand. I mean, he had a great show. I mean, it was amazing on the show, but he also said three separate Super Bowl parties. I could be wrong. Correct me, but he made filet on one of them, tenderloin, roast tenderloin for a Super Bowl party. It's fucking amazing. How fucking great is that? The other one that was weird was beef stew. That kind of was like, I was like, holy shit. I would never think to have beef stew at a Super Bowl party. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then he drops another one, jambalaya. Jambalaya at a Super Bowl party was that was different. That was different. So good job, PRC. Enjoy your show. You're doing a good job out there. Yeah, so those were good. I don't know. I'd say if I had to rank them, I guess I'll go Cinema first, PRC second yesterday, and then I'll go a distant third, fireside chat. So just to go back, this was another thing. Like I heard Dave say today, there's got to be I mean, I didn't realize this, but they don't. There's no way to disinfect the mics. It seems crazy to me. It seems crazy. It's just random people over and over on the same fucking mic in studio, and there's no way to disinfect it. I kind of like the last time out, like maybe second or third time, I did think about it. Just in my head, I'm like, I'm sure they like spray it down or something. And I'm dumb to this. I have no idea. But Dave's admission today, or he's basically like, we never clean the mics. That's not really good. Like if Kirk's mic, those two mics in the producer's booth, different story. The same people on those mics every time. Even the second chair, I mean, Mike's there so much I can almost see, but like the third chair mic, that's like germ heaven. Like think about the fucking people that are breathing into that mic. That's crazy. If Kirk gets a little, he gets a little virus near him, he gets sick. You don't want him to miss another show, because he, has his sniffles. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure you get those mics disinfected somehow. I don't know what it would be. I know it has that kind of like foam on the outside. So I understand, like it would just absorb it. I understand that, but maybe it's a different style mic you'd have to put there to be able to clean. I'm not really sure about it. I guess I'll look at the chat later if people have better ideas. I'm not really sure. Also, I want to say this. I don't know if Freddie's going to agree with this, but I was listening last night, and I think he recycled a trivia question. I could have swore he's had that bag the carcass question before. Now, if that's true, that's not a good look, Fred. You cannot recycle the fucking trivia questions. I mean, that's your calling card. Trivia. That's you. That's what Fireside Chat is all about. That's the one segment in Fireside Chat for the most part that sticks in my mind. I mean, I know people hate it, but you can't recycle the jokes. You can't recycle the trivia questions. Bag the carcass. I know I heard on that show before. I don't know if it's the same exact question that was said exactly, but if it's the same answer, bad look, Freddie. We talked about the diss track, which was awful. Oh yeah, I did want to say too today about Ted Sellers. The people that are making fun of him, you're all assholes. I mean, you really are. I mean, the guy is a great guy. He's just having fun. He's going in, and today you could just tell, like he just couldn't. People are criticizing him, and that's how it happens. You go on the show a lot, people are going to make fun of you, and I think if what happened to me the other day happened to him, he probably would have melted away. It's maybe not, but I would think he wouldn't handle it well. But if you're going to start like changing how you act on the show because of what people say, you're fucking nuts. You need to double, like I said, quadruple, fucking go all the way in, laugh every 2 fucking seconds just to piss these motherfuckers off. That's the best way to handle it. You don't want to have to change how you are in studio. You seem very subdued today, Ted. Like it was not his best performance. He's usually really good. And I felt like he was a little less like, I don't know what happened. It just wasn't, I know there was kind of the setting of the show today kind of lent itself. There was a lot going on with Justin and maybe not the greatest time to jump in. I enjoyed his story about the employee sent the porn. I could see a change in him a little bit. I don't know if it's getting to him. Look, don't let him get to you. Just be yourself. It's Tim was trying to give me that advice now to look inward, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to really change. I am who I am. People don't like me. Oh, well. Oh, well. I really do. I'm going to say it again. I really do think Mick got him sick. I do. Mick was sick the other night in that show. The timeline adds up. He was in that second chair Monday, right? So Monday they done it like 12:30 or whatever. And then it's 3 or 4 days later. Kirk's sick. There's no chance on Thursday after the show ends at fucking whatever it was, 12:30, that he's already having symptoms for me by 5 or 6. It's just not possible. I thought that was insane. I knew it wasn't true anyway because I wasn't sick. That's the main thing, is that I was not sick. So I thought it was just a weird move to block me. I didn't enjoy it. I'll be playful, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I really like it. And just there's a few things that bother me, but that was one that I wasn't a big fan. But he knows what to do. Smart guy. And he got me good. All right, let's look in the comments. See if we got anything worth talking about. And I'm not going to be sending the link to Jake. Maybe I should bring Jake in. Huh? Nah, fuck it. I'm not going to bring him in. All right. Don't know him. Matt Jur, no clue. I am not going to answer anything from Don because he's a piece of shit. Let's see. Anything good? Prove it, Kane, you bitch. If I had, if I actually gave a fuck, I would prove it. But I know I've heard that, Freddie. I just know I have. Bag of Carcass was there before. I know you've used it before in your show. Maybe I will go look. Kane doesn't know who DC is. I do know who DC is. Buy Mike sneakers. Kane's definitely wearing plaid pajamas pants. Oh, bro. Shorts. There you go. For you. Yep. Memes. Not reading that stupid. I would answer Pat for it, but he's a loser too. I don't want to answer this. That was another thing. Boner Salad sent me something he's like, "Did you give Kirk AIDS?" I'm like, "Do you know how AIDS is transmitted? I mean, what are you trying to say? I'm sleeping with him?" He's like, "Oh, he's a young guy, but maybe doesn't really understand." I don't know. Guy is begging me to do that fucking cooking show. Begging me. He told me to get him he gave me a mic that I should get to put so I can talk into it. And it was the wrong one. So now I'm waiting to get my other one. Ooh, there's a lot of comments. What do we got? Same fucking Sneaker's another one that recycles. He had a good one the other day when it was snowing. In fact, was, today shoveling Kirk's driveway, which I really liked. He's used brush his hair with a trout 14 times, though. He has something to do, Sneakers. You already used that too much. If you got any questions, you can do it. That's fine. Don is not a good man, Mick. I don't know why you keep saying that. He was just in John's show, blowing him. That show is so terrible. So bad. That is a awful fucking show. I can't even get through it. And that's the kind of that's the kind of shows Don likes. That's the kind of credibility he has. His favorite show is fucking Griff Productions. So no, Fizz doesn't want my dick pics. You ain't kidding. Trust me when I tell you. Matt Jur. I don't know who this is. Who is this guy? All right. Unless you have anything else, I'm going to get out of here. I do have kids I got to take care of. So thank you, Mick. Let's go back to the front. Let's see if anything's good here. Quick. Jesus Christ. A lot of fucking comments. Yeah. All right. Pat Ford. Oh, God. Talk about a fucking loser. When are you going to do your show, Pat, again? I missed that show. I missed when that show was very good, the Drips. I don't know what's happened. There's nothing. There is absolutely nothing in here that I want to talk about. He is coked out of his mind. Yes, I'm coked out of my mind. Fucking moron. What is it with the coke thing? I don't understand that one. Do you think I'd be on here if I was coked out of my mind? Why would I come on here and do a show if I was coked up? It doesn't make sense. So dumb. Mick getting a fucking complete pass, too. Unbelievable how sick he was the other night in that show. Complete pass. Crazy. That's true. Back of the house does have a lot of people that like to do coke, but working on working on coke is a bad idea. I'm not saying I've never done it. I don't think so. Maybe. I'm sure I have before. I don't know, but I've been in the business a long time. But for the most part, when people are on that shit and you're working with them, you can tell, and they are fucking awful. Yeah, they just are. They suck. You think it would like rile people up and get them moving faster? Absolutely not. They make more mistakes. They're out of it, and by the time they start to come down a little, they don't even speak. You know, I had a guy that used to be on it all the time, and they got to a point where you'd be in the bathroom, you'd come out, you'd be happy, and you go back in the bathroom, and you come back out, you'd be happy again. It's like I gotta fire you. It's clearly what the fuck. Obviously what you're doing. Yeah, working with drunks is bad. I had a guy, this guy John, who worked with me, and he'd start work fine, You never knew where, it wasn't like he left the kitchen or anything, but he definitely had a little flask in his pocket, I'm sure. And by halfway through the night, you'd start to see the fucking steaks all half raw coming to you. Everything's all fucked up. You can't even stand up. Oh, God. I don't miss that. I don't put my people through that. I don't know who Big Red is. Don, I mean, you don't have to watch, Don. You can go. It's fine. If anybody has any kind of questions, it's fine. Probably, Mick. Probably. I mean, we've had nights where we were hanging out and, did some drugs. I'm gonna lie to you. I just don't know. I don't think I ever worked on it. I just doesn't. I mean, maybe. I don't know. When I was younger, we went out all the time. So from maybe 16 to 18 or 19, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Those days are done. I don't know who Big Red is. Is that Fez? I don't think he has a fucking. I never sent you a dick pic. I can promise you that. You got to produce it. I mean, at least we'll be on the same page here. Do this all night. Stay here all night and do this. And give me something good. I don't want to leave on a bad note here. I don't know who Madger is, Pat. Thanks though. Well, you gonna unblock me, Pat? All your little fucking fanboys followed you too. How pathetic. How fucking pathetic was that? You guys are such fucking fags. Yeah, I agree. You wouldn't want to be coked out when you're 44, Freddie. I agree with you. I do agree with you. No, I'm 44 now, Don. I just turned 44, February 3rd. Freddie knows. He knew my birthday for 2 months ago. Been fucking counting it down. 44, my friend. Crazy. No, Don. No coke, buddy. No, it's not for me. Nothing else, huh? Okay. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you to McFussdaddy, who, looks a little, I don't think he wanted to go too deep into anything, which is fine. I get it. Sneakers lurking around. Sneakers got the kill, so I think he's a little concerned, And, what will happen if he comes back into the world, we'll see. Tim Ridgolds is, wants me to look inward, which, what does it matter at this point? I've made my bed. I'm going to lay in it, and, I'll continue to go on these shows and say the same things, do the same things, go on the main show, do the same things. So I don't really think there's going to be much of a change. Not that I want to anyway. Enjoy doing this. Very enjoyable. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You can block me. It's fine. I don't care. But I enjoy it. I wish you all the best. Yes, I've been to room 40. Go ahead. Drop the joke on me. Let's do it again. Your little boyfriend taught you that, didn't he, Don? Not banned from life, Freddie. I gotta go in a bubble though. So I'll do it. Why not? I mean, we got to protect Kirk. He's got a weak immune system. You know, he's got a weak immune system, so he's always he gets a little he's again you're out at sometimes he's running. It's like 2 degrees out, 4:30 in the morning. I mean, it's fucking stupid to begin with. I just think he just he wasn't happy when he was sick, and he had to find somebody to blame. For some reason, he has to blame people for everything. So I don't know. But the bottom line is, I don't feel like I feel like Mick got him sick. It's clear as day. I mean, the timeline adds up. The incubation period of colds, it seems pretty logical that Mick was the one that got him sick. I don't think that's even, I don't even think you can argue it. I mean, the fact is that there's no way it happened the day after. If you started getting symptoms right after the show that I was on, it's not for me. So I think we've, put that together and we're here, and that's what it is. I know. I noticed I scratched my nose too. You're right. I do that a lot. I noticed that some of those fucking shots were crazy. It's like, fuck, that is a bad habit. Not feeling good either. All right. Yeah, he's right. We can get the fuck out of here. See you later.